Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Tezos, its valuations against the US dollar, against Bitcoin and the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, Tezos, 2 weeks ago, or a little over a week ago, um, rallied 56% against Bitcoin on the week of August 23rd. This was a pretty impressive move. It's in fact one of the most impressive weekly candles that we've seen, only being topped by the week of what week was this? March 25th of 2019, where Tezos rallied 54% against Bitcoin. Um, oh, sorry, 56. Oh, no, I was totally wrong. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. The week of August 23rd was the best week Tezos has ever had against Bitcoin, topping the week of March 25th, which rallied at 54%, closed at of about 54% increase compared to the just this past week, 56%. So that's what I was wanting to say, but I wasn't sure exactly until now. But this was good. Going forward from that, we did see a retracement of 10%, and now we're down 6% against Bitcoin. So many of you might be worried if you're holding Tezos that this is just a quick pump and a trend down, and that is a valid concern. Now, I'm not going to say that it isn't, or it will be, as we can't fully predict what will happen. What I can say is that it looks like we have reached resistance. That this point here is some kind of resistance level for Tezos, just above the buy region right here. And you can even just increase this to here, and you get a pretty and you get a more clear aspect of the difficulties of Tezos. It's hard for Tezos to be breaking out of this buy region. However, if we do see that when it does break out of the buy region, it has some pretty explosive moves, that it can move up to the upper bounds of the chart, and that's what we're waiting for. So, with that said, there isn't any indicators that currently tell us Tezos against Bitcoin doesn't necessarily respect the moving averages as well. So we can't really use the moving averages. We can try throwing on the RSI, for example. The RSI is telling us we're pretty neutral in that sense. So this doesn't tell us much either. So with that said, all we can do is wait. And that's what I've been doing. Just be patient. If you have Tezos, I just recommend staking it. You get a decent 5% ROI on your rewards. So that is something that you can consider doing. If you just throw it on Delegator or something as a Delegator, then you can earn interest on your Tezos in the meantime. Obviously, for me, it might be different for some of you, but for me, I'm not planning to hold Tezos long term. I'm just playing the chart. I'm buying in this area, selling it in this area back into Bitcoin, and I'd call it a day. For some of you, you might be holding it long term. And if that is the case, then I would strongly suggest that you look into staking your Tezos if you haven't done so already. It is a passive strategy of getting some more money while just holding on your stacks. And there's plenty of other assets out there that also does this that I'd recommend you doing. Cardano is probably the biggest one right now. I would throw Tezos in there as well. And so it is because there's no indicators that suggest that the move happens now. Um, it leaves me to just be kind of patient about the asset. I mean, there are other assets in my portfolio that I'm more giddy about. Chainlink is one of them. Uh, but, Tezos, I have a pretty decent size. It's not the largest position in my portfolio, but it's pretty decent. Um, and so I would like to see this move up. Obviously, we're now above my cost basis, so I am in profit, but it's not the number that I'm currently looking at. I'm looking more towards up here. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, you guys. We'll keep an eye on what Tezos does in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, this is the third week, the second week after the pump. So, as you can see in cases like here, right, we see a pretty decent sized move and then a retracement and then another subsequent move. So, we could see something similar here. What I'd like to see Tezos do, though, is break above this line. I moved the line up, I moved the goalpost, but it seems like it still coincides with the buy region for Tezos. And so, it doesn't matter, not really. But again, going forward in the next couple of weeks, I'd like to see Tezos break this. It would be very nice to see that happen. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.